Lily sighed in frustration as she flipped over yet another puzzle piece that didn't match. She had been struggling with this 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle for over an hour now, but could barely fit together a few pieces to make any headway. The various shapes and colors, blues of the sky, greens of trees, browns of the earth, all seemed jumbled and impossible to unite into a coherent picture. Lily racked her brain trying to assemble the pieces based on color, pattern, shape. Nothing worked. Just when she was about to give up in despair, Lily heard footsteps approaching and a familiar voice. "Working hard on something, my dear?" It was her grandfather, David, visiting for the weekend. Lily remembered doing puzzles with her grandfather ever since she was little. He had infinite patience for helping her sort the pieces and would always make a game of it. Just seeing his warm smile lifted her spirits a bit. "Grandpa, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I can't figure out this puzzle no matter how hard I try," Lily said, eyes downcast. "Maybe the pieces are missing, or it's just too advanced for me." David peered over his glasses and assessed the puzzle pieces strewn across the table. Yes, I see. Well, luckily for you, I know a thing or two about puzzles from back in my day." He pulled up a chair next to Lily. "The secret is, you have to start with the frame first. Get the outer border assembled. That gives you structure. Here, help me find all the edges." Together, they began examining each piece for straight edges and sorting them into piles. When they had all the borders grouped, David showed Lily how to strategically fit them together based on the patterns and colors. Slowly but surely, the frame began taking shape. Lily started to feel hopeful as the edges sketched out the outline of a beautiful landscape. Her grandfather's steady guidance gave her confidence. Once the frame was completed, David said, "Now we can work on the 4 corner pieces. They hold everything together." He told Lily to look for particular colors and shapes that might fit a corner. When Lily placed the last corner, she was amazed to see a path winding through the puzzle across a river towards a mountain. "It's starting to become a picture," she exclaimed. Yes, exactly," David said. "Now the fun part, filling in the middle. Take your time and the details will come together to complete the image." Lily followed her grandfather's advice, working from the structured edges inward. She made connections she hadn't seen before in each piece. A sense of satisfaction washed over her as the endearing picture emerged. Trees, clouds, animals, flowers. When the last piece was set, Lily gazed at the completed landscape puzzle with a huge grin. She finally understood her grandfather's wisdom about finding happiness being like piecing together a puzzle. Having the right framework made everything fall into place. After they had assembled the frame, David said, "Now for the 4 corner pieces. They represent key foundations that support your well-being." He held up the first corner piece, which had people shaking hands. "What do you think this represents?" he asked Lily. "Relationships," Lily said. David nodded and explained how nurturing connections provide support. The second corner piece had a diploma on it. Lily guessed it meant pursuing achievement and knowledge. The third corner had an image of the sun rising over mountains. "Appreciating beauty and nature," Lily said, "like finding awe in the world." The final corner piece showed someone meditating. Lily thought for a moment, then said, "I think that represents self-awareness and reflection." David smiled proudly at his granddaughter. "Yes, very good. You see, the pillars of well-being are strong relationships, personal achievement, appreciation of life, and inner wisdom. These cornerstones support your happiness puzzle." Lily was starting to understand the deeper meaning in her grandfather's metaphor. She felt intrinsically motivated to continue piecing together the landscape of her life, with new insight into what foundations matter most.